What can they achieve with this lane, especially the lane to, or basically the side to get the first kill could almost dictate this is a one lane at that point. They have heavy brawling capability on the side of Entity, but Tundra, they've got a really nice amount of reliable kind of poke, and Katselmi looking to go down. There's going to be the first blood going on the side of Tundra, and that relentless level 1 poke that they have with the soul assumptions, with the sticky bombs, it really hurts.
And Katselmi just wanted to finish 33's courier, put him in a bad positioning. I can't believe how many times this actually works when you are playing the Visage. Getting that double soul assumption in the first blood.
Well, at least they find themselves a secondary kill. Tundra, they've been very efficient with those first bloods. In the first series, they got 3 of them.
Yeah, not much going on right now. They're all going to farm, both mid laners. This is going to be a bit of a passive early game, just because the mid laners don't want to rotate. Supports don't really want to rotate much either. I guess Soxa could, if he wanted to, try and make some plays down in the bot lane and kill the Beastmaster, but I think if he leaves, 33
oh, that's a nice 2-man call. Can they retaliate with this? Not getting a lot of damage out on the Fishman. Soxa going for the charge in as Snaking has arrived and looking for the kill onto the Clockwork. He's very low on HP. A couple more hits should do. He does have a Lotus available. He's going to pop it, but it's not going to be enough regeneration. And he's going to drop down. So Snaking again with the moves. He's been a part of every single kill so far. All 4 assists for him.
Steam as far as what they can do by themselves, but if you bring in +1 hero, then they can keep fighting it. So we do have level 6 available as well for the Visage. So this is another big power spike for Visage to make things happen.
For sure. And we're back to tri-lane action. 3 versus 3, but they will look for Snaking first, and the Rupture also into the Clockwork will turn into a kill for Tundra too. Soxa already backing away. Metamorph popped and Watson, so it's a good time for Tundra to just back away, reset for the time being, and chill. Wait for the Metamorph to run out on TB, maybe then go in again.
Maybe high B, low A in some situations, just because it's a very selfish item. But if you are playing core, I think it's fine. I think it's a little bit more greedy when supports start buying it, but top lane.
Let's see who is just really in trouble here. Is it Fishman or Soxa? They get good connections from the Splinter Blast. They get the charge out on 2, and then we'll poke Fishman down to death. Snaking also rotating in, looking for the kill on Katselmi, but Stormstormer, he's coming in to take down this Visage, potentially able to do it, but the bombs are exploding. A lot of damage, the Rupture coming out as well. Stormstormer is going to be the one to fall. Tundra able to turn around with Skitter, and 9 also joining into the party. It's time to hunt down a Wyvern. Can they get it though? No. Charge almost connecting from Soxa, but very close. That should, however, open up a tower for Tundra.
Hey, what world do we live in nowadays? Watson, as a carry player, has chosen to go for the trusty shovel. And he has a little kobold following him to give him bonus
extra gold. Meanwhile, the jump onto the Visage. Looks like this is going to be a very easy kill for Entity. Nobody from Tundra is showing up to help him out. You're going to have to face up against the power of the Terrorblade at some point of this game, so as much as you can build up to that point, it's going to be all a victory for them. Getting a kill again onto Fishman, catching the Clockwork for the 5th time this game.
Build up, so even more tanky, and they're just going to use that from go to objective in the mid lane. Soxa might be in trouble. Stormstormer will take him down.
Rupture coming out though, so this could be Skitter. Can he TP out? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to, and that's just going to be a very fancy trade for Tundra. He might have lost the Spirit Breaker, but you're going to lose your Windrunner.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It's a new patch. There's a lot of interactions like that it's hard to know absolutely everything at this point.
The wraparound coming in from Tundra. Surprising Stormstormer off guard. Fishman's around, so is Katselmi. The look of the curse turn here. Fishman dropping very low, but so is the Windrunner. And Tundra, they're just evaporating them all one by one. The curse comes out, but it's onto a techie, so it's not going to be a big kill even if they get it. And looks like they won't. Snaking gets to survive with 20 HP. And Katselmi, Watson on the run. They've already lost the Wyvern. The roar from Toby keeps the Spirit Breaker at bay, but he's got another charge available. Stun lock after stun after stun. Watson down. And on to Toby they go as well. Tundra, look at the full-on team wipe against Entity. And a big loss for them, but a huge win for Tundra.
Alright, Roshan. Will they
Entity,
get here in time? Absolutely not, but maybe they can take a fight after.
Soxa, great positioning. Absolutely great positioning. He could just give his life away as his team is finishing off the Roshan. No, he's... the hook shot does connect. Beautiful catch from Fishman. Definitely the fisherman. He's found himself a big fish. But this fish is really fighting back against the reel. But Fishman finally going to get him. But meanwhile, H is picked up for Skitter. and Tundra with the Aegis.
Back in 12 seconds. And
Entity
still want to fight, yeah.
Exactly, a very aggressive positioning here. Is this the place to be? Or is this not the place to be? At least Visage, the curse already burnt out. Kataomi, he's got the Blink Dagger, blinks himself away, trying to go for the TP out, but the blast off, yup. Can't even channel his teleport, so he knows he's done for. That's going to open up into a push. Meanwhile, Saksa charging in onto Toby, finds the Beastmaster. Does he have the backup though? Trying to go for the roar, but he's going to get interrupted with that Nether Strike and still takes down Toby as the rest of Tundra show up. That almost turns into a kill, so both supports get to walk out from that fray. And Watson's been charged. Meanwhile, they also find Toby. They got the connection with the Phylactery, popping on top of him. Beautiful there from 9, but he can't quite get the Timber Chain to connect, and Toby could still be ending up going down. Clockwork 2, and 2 quick kills for Tundra. And that high ground ticket that has just been granted into your hand at a discount price.
Kataomi has to get some, like, magnificent curse off here, but you are playing versus Crimson Guard and everything, so it feels a little difficult.
And you are playing against Tundra, who have a lineup that doesn't need to cluster up at a single point of the game. They're trying to poke 9 here. Decent damage coming out. Fishman about to drop. They got the curse on Visage alone. Kataomi already down. Hookshot onto 9. 9 will finish him off. Stormstormer to drop as well. Entity losing members back and forth. And Watson, he might get the Sunder. Maybe he gets it off. No, he does not. But it would not change the story whatsoever. Entity team wipe once again. Tundra. And that's GG, 25 minutes. The Stallball, as he said, it strikes once again, and Tundra 1-0 on the board.
It just feels like it's over at some point when you lose 1 or 2 team fights in this patch. He's not playing versus the Timbersaw mid, also great. It's a much better game. You're playing versus Void, that's a good matchup for the Wind Ranger as well. The Visage is a good matchup for you. The mid matchup should be fine too, so it's not great against a Spear Breaker, but overall it's a much better Wind Ranger game, so I do like it this game.
Well, we're already going to see a potential brawl coming out early on as Entity marching in with 5, and it's only 4 heroes. The hook connects from Kataomi, and Saksa Skater trying to make a run for it, but this faces Void. He's got no time walk remaining. First blood onto the carry. If they're going to break the first blood spree, it's going to be Entity to take it first, and then Tundra to follow it up. Saksa getting the kill onto Watson. Carry for carry trade-off, and a hook still connects onto 33. Full-on brawl. Maybe they can get another one onto 33 and Fishman. That's the next round of kills going through, and Saksa Kataomi still on the chase. 7 seconds for a hook to be available, and a Mango also stored up, so potentially another hook to connect, maybe onto Snake King as he turns around for the Malefice, and Kataomi loading. Oh, he misses this one. Won't get the connection for it. So 2 for 2 as we start off the game with a bang. Down Kataomi, slaps him down with that big cleaver, and takes down Skitter for the second time this game, and he does have a TP available on the positive side, so no walk of shame. Meanwhile, Saksa trying to deny himself to the camp, but Fishman denies that opportunity to deny himself. Skitter too. Saksa still very low on HP. Fishman chasing him around, and 2 seconds for a charge. Should be fine. He's going to yoink the bounty rune on the way out too. No high ground misses for Fishman today. Going to get hit by the charge too, so Saksa gets the chance to live. There's a Watson coming in from the other direction though. Misses the shockwave, but gets the skewer right click, and that's your dead Spirit Breaker. 7 kills for Entity now.
Yet again, another hook has been hit on the top lane.
Yeah, and that's a big battle too. While there was a charge going into the bot lane, but Skitter's the one to drop first, so another kill on the Void, plus a Flesh Heap stack, as they were looking for Watson in the bot lane as Saksa was charging in. 33 get close enough for some soul assumption stacks.
I mean,
or is the Spirit Breaker just going to die or TP out? He's just charging into the lane by some time, but the hook will connect. And there we go, Saksa to drop. Kataomi now 7 Flesh Heap stacks, if I'm reading this correct.
I think you just take that, but I'm pretty sure Saksa was in the tower because he disconnected. No gentleman's agreement there. They're just going to take that kill there for 9. As the 6-minute rune will be coming out soon.
Well, we've got a time dilation popped in the top lane as Snake King going to get burned slowly down by Kataomi. Here comes Saksa with the charge in, looking for the Batrider kill first. It looks like it will take place, but Snake King, he will drop as well. Kataomi, indeed, 7 Flesh Heap stacks built up right now, and that might be number 8. Who's going to drop first? Cardi gets the kill. The Catapult will finish off Pudge. And Soxa to drop right after, so he was a bit too far away. However, no XP granted for the Pudge.
However, look at his skill build. He has no points in Sticky Napalm. Just going for the Flame Break into the Firefly.
Oh, they got the hook, and they're going to kill before he dies. Yep, he finally drops the 9. Maledict was up and running.
He might not be off to a good start, but his Pudge is now higher level than him from the mid lane and higher net worth. So Pudge is like, I got this, guys. I'm the new mid laner.
Time to make a transition. Let's put our 4 as a 2.
Pudge is level 6 and the 3rd most farmed hero in this game.
Solid. All going according to plan. While Soxa was trying to contest with the Wisdom Rune, wasn't able to get it as the Shackle Shot connected first, and a kill for Entity. Even more experience.
Bottom lane, Katomi smoked up. Do they know Dismember's available?
RP is in the middle of the creeps, but
this Pudge is level 6 and Visage isn't.
Oh dear, no birds.
It's not going that deep.
Let's see if he's sold on Kataomi though. Still battling against this Wind Ranger, gonna have to soak up the majority of the damage. Skitter coming in, he's got the time dilation up. So this wind will drop. The hook does connect though, but a bash instantly as he lands. However, damage is coming in. Is it gonna be enough though to kill Skitter? One more second with the jump, he should be fine. Gonna get some of that regen out too. So Skitter gets himself a kill with the involvement. Rotating into the mid lane as a carry, and snaking. Oh, poor snaking. 10 flesh heap stacks 8 minutes in on a support Pudge. That is quite the something. Meanwhile, Watson's being bullied by Soxa here. He's fairly low on HP, gets the skewer under the tier 2 tower, and that is a tower that hurts a lot at these levels, so Mask of Madness popped on Watson, pokes back the Spirit Breaker, forces Soxa to run away. But look, you guessed it, Kataomi's here. Oh, what a beautiful hook! Absolutely perfect read from Kataomi. Reads the charge. Oh my goodness, we need to get a replay out of that. That was solid gold.
Yeah,
this
is one hell of a Pudge performance, to say the least.
Hopefully not too much, because we've enjoyed seeing it so far. But Tundra, they want to pay their respects onto the side of Entity's map. Purple 5 will keep Fishman alive from these ancient creeps. There goes the Sonic Wave, and the dagger should finish off Pogna. Soxa is going to have to give in or forfeit his life for this one. Toby to pick up his 2nd kill of the game.
You get to see a bit
Maybe that's the answer.
A different side, yeah, of this hero going into the later stages.
Oh, mass rotation's top. They're targeting Toby here, coming through the Twin Gate. Of course, the Bat just going to show himself perfectly in the lane. Skitter, not going to drop the Chrono instantly. Knowing Kataomi's going to be chilling around, looking for the saving hook. The lasso is there. Oh, almost kills off Skitter. But Toby will be the one to drop Sonic Wave. Does connect on all 3 heroes. Very well placed there by 9. Is that going to allow him to go in? The Chrono only connecting onto the Pudge. He's going to be a very tanky target to deal with. 2 more seconds for the hook. Skitter has a jump available. He's going to jump away, but who's Kataomi going to grab this time? Soxa actually charging it all the way to Stormstormer. He's going to take the front of the fight. Missing the hook between 3 heroes. Kataomi is going to have to make a run for it. His flesh heap is up and running for another 2 seconds. RP going to be used on the side as well. On to 9. And Entity, can they get this kill? Watson really wants this Quap, but Quap's going to be running away. And Kataomi already down. Fishman going to be dropping as well to the Visage. And Tundra still isolating them and running them down on every side of the fight. Watson's going to be dropping as well momentarily. Who's going to be picking this one off is, of course, going to be 33 with the Soul Assumption snipe. And Tundra bounced back with that fight. Beautiful connections. And obviously the extension under the tower. Soxa just taking all the attention towards him, allowing the rest of them to play. Tundra, like, this lineup is very easy-ish to execute in terms of that. So if they can find a way to outmaneuver Entity, Tundra should be feeling just quite happy with that Aegis. Trying to look for the Shackle Shot connection. Doesn't quite work out, but they will drop the Chrono on the Wind Ranger. Hook comes out though. Skitter's going to be in trouble. He's going to lose his first life. And that, just like that, Fishman running out on the side. Stormstormer getting slowed up by massive amounts. The RP comes out from Watson. Cleave damage onto 3. Sonic Wave pushing them away as well. He's going to have to skewer to safety. And Toby is also in trouble. Kataomi with a saving hook, but Watson is down. 2 cores dead, maybe even 3. Snaking does drop, and now Toby's the one to drop next. So 3 for 1, plus the Aegis from Tundra. So they did find the opening, despite that Aegis just being pretty much of a bait.
Confident that they could drop RP and Lasso and ended up killing the Faceless Void. Unfortunately, they were wrong, so they ended up losing more casualties on top of the Wind Ranger by going for that extra kill there, as they will now go for Kataomi They have to get their Fishman
Off the
here
flesh
too.
heap though. A very, very short dismember hook dodge as well. Beautiful movement there from Saksa. Katami on the run, and Fishman just trying to suck away. Looks like his life's going to be sucked out from him after all. And interesting interactions there as they do manage to push 9 all the way under the tier 2 tower, and he might just be losing his life, but he gets the blink out of time. Oh, it's just a bait. It's just a bait after all. Storm are the ones to drop. Even with the lasso used up, it's not going to lead into real kills here. Toby, the hook comes out as well to Saksa, pushing him under the tier 3 this time, but Toby dead, and it's just damage control on the side of Entity, and they can't keep Watson. They can keep Katami alive, but Tundra, 0 heroes lost.
Yeah, at this point of the game, I'm really trying to think about where it all went wrong for Entity. But unfortunately, it's now at the point where... 1 second, Watson's gonna get gone on. Oh, good harpoon. Good harpoon.
Okay. Nice little harpoon play,
Won't
but the
really
time
matter, but
dilation.
it looks cool.
Different type of hook.
Off in the ultra late game, but how often do we
need to
see
make the
teams get
impact
there?
now?
Yeah.
That's
It's
going to be a
still
big issue. They will get the lasso play onto Visage, knowing that these auras need to be dropped out from the fight first. Saksa looking for the charge, but he gets harpooned away by the Magnus. But at the same time, they've got the Batrider locked down, and the initiation from Entity is going to cost them 2 heroes. This Fishman is also going to be dropping. Tundra just running them down.
Best thing he probably could buy in this moment.
There's that one player you're going to feel bad after this game, especially as an Entity fan. You're like, Katami, you had such a perfect start for the game, but it has no impact whatsoever for the last 10 minutes. And Entity, they're just going to end up losing another core. Stormer getting ganked by Saksa and 9.
As
Already
you
on
are
the
playing
hunt
versus
here.
Spear Breaker, though.
Yeah, and Watson, okay, again, the harpoon to prevent the stun from connecting. It's a couple hits in, but again, the Solar Crest and Phylactery is working against them. Skitter, BKB does get dismembered in the high ground, but they're not going to get anything out of their Magnus. Just gets blown up in the low ground. Maybe the kill onto the... Okay, they can get the Faceless Void, that's something. But still down to 3 heroes to fight against 4 of Tundra. Saksa's the next one to fall. Toby's about to die. Stormer getting hit by that Death Ward and leading into his death, namely by snaking, and Fishman's going to be the next one to drop. And I don't think there's too much left of a fight. I mean, they can still try these plays. The Fountain will help out Katami. Get himself a kill on the Quap, so a couple cores do end up falling, and Katami, he's going to man up.
Where are you going, buddy?
That's just an ultra for 33. Okay, doing a favor for you.
We're giving freebies now. Yeah, I mean, he's giving a bit of a freebie, eh? Even though they are still losing in net worth, however, all it takes is 1 or 2 kills later on in the game. That net worth lead can disappear real fast, and Saksa's doing a great job breaking smokes.
Yep. He's going to scout them out for sure, and now the Birds, we'll see Katami. They put down the wards as well. We'll see 33. But it is the punch that they're hunting right now. He's the primary initiator. 33. Pops out his shard. He's going to be living for a little bit longer. Dismember going to get cancelled out for the Birds. And Saksa push to the low ground. Into the chrono from Skitter. They're going to finish off Katami and targeting Magnus right away as well.
Oh, he put
He's
him
going
low
to get pushed
too.
to the low ground by Saksa. They're just going one after the other down the cliff. But it doesn't matter. Entity already down by 2. Toby's going to be dropping 2. And Stormer, he won't have the damage to fight back. And again, snaking. And 33. They've got this Wind Ranger in check. Yep. I guess that's time for Wind Ranger to do some more target practice. Katami will land the hook. But at this point, a lone hook isn't going to do much. He loses more HP than what he's able to deal back. Healing battery coming out from Fishman, trying to keep this Pudge alive, but 9 really making his life miserable. Fishman has to back away. Stormer pops out. That Lincoln's off of 9. RP coming in for the back for Watson, but it's going to get stun locked one after the other, and they just can't get the damage from that RP. And Entity losing members and probably losing the game here as well, as the GG tap out comes out and Tundra clean 2-0.
The power of the auras in this one.
Good one, Fish.
Good one, Fish.